Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Political storm is brewing in the ODM just 1 or so months after the death of Raila Odinga. And many political pundits are saying they are not surprised because there was only one Raila Amolo Odinga, and the shoes that he has left, the gap that he has left is very big. It will be very difficult to find someone who can fit into that shoes. Today, when they were celebrating ODM at 20 in Mombasa, they continued from where they left. Yesterday, Winny Odinga, a person we believe is representing the Odinga, the Raila family, and his interest, especially when it comes to the matters of broad-based government, warned certain personalities that are with them during the day and at night they are attending some clandestine meetings to sell the ODM party, and she warned them. Today, Winny has taken her complaints a notch higher when she confronted her uncle, Oburu Odinga, the elder brother of Raila Odinga, who was conferred with the complicated leadership of the ODM. And Winny is asking Oburu whether he will be able to manage the ODM, whether he will be able to manage the broad-based relationship. And Winny deliberately calls that relationship a complicated one. And she wonders whether Oburu is able to lead the people to Canada.
Kuna watu wanatusukuma sana. Hata wewe party leader, we feel nobody is even allowing you to mourn the man you knew for 80 years. So we thought we needed time. But today we're seeing that coming together is actually better for us. Instead of us in our own corners, crying by ourselves there, mtu mwingine analia pale, mtu mwingine analia kule, this is better for us. Leo sina mengi ya kusema. Before I forget, niko sawa bana.
Na inawezekana.
Inawezekana. Leo ni leo.
Kile inawezekana.
Inawezekana.
Leader, there's something that I wanted to tell you. When it came to the matter of this broad-based government, the people of ODM entrusted one person with the management of that relationship. And that person was Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. That relationship is complicated. And therefore, we are looking and we are wondering, those that are taking it upon themselves to manage it now, are they capable of managing that relationship? I don't think that is a question for me to answer. That is a question for the people of ODM to answer. And party leader is why I'm requesting we need to go back to the people and have an NDC and see who the people want to pick to manage that same relationship. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, asanteni.
Now, Oburu Odinga is such a wise leader. If there is something that I cannot take from Oburu Odinga, it's the wisdom. Winny sort of brought what looks like a family affair in public. And Oburu Odinga very softly assured Winny that they had worked with Raila for over 8 years. And he tells Winny that in every step that Raila made politically, he was there. And he is very, very able to take the ODM party where it should be. But then he tells Winny, if there are any other matters that are deemed to be family affairs, then we shall discuss that at home. In other words, he was telling Winny, there is a limit to what we can discuss in public. Kindly take a look.
Kwanza, mimi nimekuja hapa kama mwanzilishi wa ODM. Mimi nimekaa kwa hii chama tangu day one. Leo asubuhi tulionyeshwa mapictures ya Raila, ndugu yangu ambaye tumepoteza, na mpaka sasa mimi sijaamini Raila hayuko. Mimi bado ninalia, na mlisikia mtoto yangu Winny akisema ati mimi nilikuwa ninasukumwa sana, na bado ninaemboleza rafiki yangu, ndugu yangu, confidant yangu Raila Amolo Odinga, ambaye tumekaa na yeye dunia hii miaka 80. Miaka 80 tuko pamoja na Raila. Hayo yote mlikuwa nimeona Raila amefanya huko, ameenda huko. Mimi nilikuwa hapo. Hakuna mahali mimi siko kuwako. Mimi ninajua hakuna hata siku moja Oburu Odinga amewahi kusaliti ndugu yake Oburu Raila Amolo Odinga. Lakini ninajua kuna wenzangu wengine ambao wanasema wako na Raila kwa dhati, lakini kwa wakati moja au ingine walikuwa wamesaliti Raila. Mimi ni mkubwa ya Raila. Mimi ni mkubwa yake na mwaka moja na miezi 3 peke yake. Lakini tulelewa pamoja na mama kama ndugu, kama mapacha. Tulikuwa ni kama mapacha. Lakini tuliendelea tukiwa pamoja, tukifanya kazi pamoja. Mimi nikimpatia heshima kwa siasa, kutuongeza kwa siasa. Lakini nyumbani kwa Jaramogi mwenyewe, mimi ndio mwenyekiti yake. Kwa hivyo mimi ulisikia mtoto yangu Winny akisema ati Raila alikuwa hapo, na sasa tutafute mwengine kusaidia kuendelesha hii broad based government. Ninamwambia hiyo mtoto yangu tutaongea na yeye kinyumbani. Nitamwambia kinyumbani. Lakini hii kiti ambacho nyinyi mnamenipatia ya kuongoza ODM, kuwa party leader ya ODM, nitaendelea vile Raila alikuwa anaendelea, na nimebeba hiyo nimebeba hiyo ngao, na sitakuwa na uoga yoyote, na nitaendelea kutimiza yale yote ambayo ndugu yangu Raila alikuwa anataka zitimizwe. Kwa sababu nyinyi mnajua kazi ya chama ni ngumu.
Allow me to go directly into the discussion that happened in that meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Winny Odinga decided to confront her uncle in public in front of the ODM fraternity? And I want you to understand 2 words that Winny spoke, that the relationship, the broad-based relationship was very complicated. What does Winny mean when she says it was complicated? Sure, it was. Because others are saying Raila had wanted to support William Ruto only up to 2027. Others are saying no, Raila had left them in the hands of William Ruto and therefore they should go beyond 2027. Even the way people are arguing, you will realize that it is complicated. But when Winny speaks about the complications, there is something that I feel Winny knew. And there is another thing that Winny says, that we like Oburu needed to have mourned Raila, but people pushed him. I have a feeling that Winny is telling Oburu Odinga that you needed not to have been pushed to replace Raila immediately after his death. That's why she's saying you should have mourned Raila. And I think according to Winny Odinga, people rushed to replacing Raila Bulu Odinga because Oburu was installed barely a week or days. Immediately Raila died. Then they endorsed him, and there were endorsements from Luo Nyanza, from the other party leaders. And according to Winny, I think, feels that number one, they should have mourned Raila instead of rushing to replace that seat, who becomes the ODM party leader. Number two, Winny feels that it should have been left open for anybody who wanted to be the ODM leader, those who wanted to replace Raila, maybe in an NDC, National Delegates Conference, to come up, maybe with the names, people like Babu Winnie should have come up, maybe Sifuna, Winnie, or any other, and they say, I want to replace Raila. Then people vote, because ODM was the party of the people, they have continued to say. So Winnie feels that instead of identifying Oburu Odinga as the only choice, they should have opened up that forum and allowed anyone who was interested to compete. In other words, it should have been an open competition. Number two, there must have been something that Raila told Winnie. And Winnie is doubting whether Oburu understands it. Because I understand that Raila would meet you and it tells you what you feel you can fathom. He could meet with Sifuna and tell him, continue bashing William Ruto. Then he goes to John Mbadi and he tells him, we are in Broadway, continue fighting, so preach the gospel. So there's a feeling that Raila must have told Winnie certain secrets. And Winnie is just wondering, does my uncle Oburu Odinga understand what Raila told me? And if he doesn't understand, does he have the capacity to lead this party? Winnie is doubting whether Oburu can manage the complicated affair. Because when you listen to people like Mbadi, they are in broad-based government and they are locking out other people. They say, we will not talk to the other partners. We will not talk to Gachagua and Kalonzo and all that. And maybe Winnie feels that Baba was very open, maybe towards 2026, Raila was going to open up the discussion with the like-minded people. And when you look at what is happening, there are leaders who feel they are more ODM than others, and they are locking out other leaders not to talk. So Winnie doubts the capacity of his uncle to lead this complicated affair. And Winnie wants the people to go back to the drawing board. Winnie wants the people during an NDC, those who want to become SGs, those who want to become deputy party leaders, those who want to become the party leader, they should share their names and the people vote for them. There is a general feeling Winnie could be interested in becoming the party leadership. Winnie is a politician, and maybe after consultations, Winnie wants to fight it out. She wants her name to be considered. She wants people to decide. So Winnie wants Oburu Odinga to declare all the seats vacant so that they can go for elections. Number three, Winnie is warning the team that wants to sell the ODM to William Samuel Ruto. That's what she said yesterday. Those who are having meetings at night, they want to sell this party. This party, according to Winnie, must remain strong. It must be independent. The likes of Atandi were saying, Ruto, please come and become our leader. Then Winnie feels, how can we have people in ODM who are now calling themselves orphans, yet we have able leadership? And I think she's warning, that's what she's saying, those who have taken it upon themselves to manage this relationship. Winnie is warning. The party of ODM, according to Winnie, is the People's Party. And Winnie feels the people should be asked, do you think Oburu is able to lead us? Do you think Oburu stands for what Raila wanted? It is indeed a complicated one. And Winny brought what looked like a family affair in public. It was not a family affair per se, but it was a political one. Winny has confronted the uncle. Uncle, are you able? Uncle, do you know that it was complicated? Uncle, will you be able to stand firm with the ODM party or together with people like Mbadi, Wanga, Atandi? You want to sell this party? What do you think about Winny's statement? And what do you think William Ruto feels? And do you think William Ruto will be able to cunningly take over ODM party? Because he had started with people like Jalango and Gideon Ochanda and the Kisumu Senator, Tom Ojeda, and all those rebels. Storm is brewing. We will see who will calm that storm.